Okay, soles of your feet together and lay back. Let's begin with just relaxing into it. If you're there, we'll start just following the breath in and out through the nose. Silently saying to yourself, I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out, and noticing just whatever you can about your breath. Not to try and notice it all at once, but notice for a few rounds of your breath something. So you might just notice for a few rounds the rise and fall of your chest, and just follow that a few rounds. You might just watch how the rise and fall of your chest merges toward the abdomen, and how the two have this nice little dance together with each breath. And where there's that more powerful, obvious movement, feel there's a more supple rise and fall, or an expansion and contraction through the rest of your body, as if your whole body now becomes this vehicle for the breath, receiving, releasing. That gentle movement that ripples through you. And there's a nice fullness to the inhale, but focus really on the releasing, the exhale, because this is your yin phase of the breath, our ability to let go. Feel a physical sensation of letting go as you let the breath go. When we can't access our mind, our body is the more solid form. So our first point of being in control of how we are, how we feel. We can control what we eat, and we can feel the tangibility of our body. So just feel that releasing in your body as your starting point to be able to let go of your mind, let go of your breath, let go of your physical tension. Feel how easy that becomes after a few rounds of practice. Dropping in deeper to softness. Layers of tension dissolving away in your body. On an inhale, bring your knees in together. And then make your way up towards child's pose. Just pushing your bolster back a little so it's out of the way. I'm going to take 3 minutes in child's pose, and each minute will shift how we do it. So first minute in child's pose, just with the body in the center. So your forehead on the floor, or you can bring a block under your forehead, and your arms loosely in front. So straighten your arms first, and then let your elbows flop. Let your shoulders relax. And each exhale, feel your body sinking into your legs. Forward folding is relaxing, brings us more introverted, so we start to feel the inner experience. As you do this, again, slipping into that mentality of yin, away from yang, so we're calming the yang energy, the energy of action, the analytical mind, moving into the smooth gentleness of yin. For the second minute, I'm going to take a twist. So you might decide to have your knees a bit wider. I like to do the twist with my knees wide, but knees together is fine. And thread one of your arms all the way under, as far as you can, until your shoulder feels like it's directly between the center of your knees, or as far as you can get the shoulder under. You can put something under your head if you want to, and then extend the other arm back up in front, or bring your free arm round behind to help you twist a little more. Again, we're going to hold this for a minute. Maintaining the range of movement in the spine is super important for your spinal health. When we take care of our spine's health and its youthfulness, then that kind of brings us into a more youthful body. And our body feels free. And we feel much younger within ourselves, much closer to our line of vitality. You're going to take the free arm down to the floor and simply switch. So as you lift, taking the other arm under and twisting the other way in, feeding that arm as far across as you can, trying to get your shoulder to about the middle of the knees, and your free arm can again go out in front, or you can take it round behind, rest the hand on your lower back. You can even thread your fingers into the opposite thigh, hip crease. Kind of using these 1 minute holds just as, think of it like a yin warm up for the spine, just to loosen it off for the longer holds. Again, you release your arm from your free arm first, and then use that to help push up and straighten your legs and just dangle forwards over your standing legs. Let your spine hang loosely right down to your head, which is loose and heavy. Let your arms fall easily from your shoulders. You might shift your weight a little side to side. You might sway slightly side to side, just feeling the back of your legs opening up gently. Arms completely free, head completely free, spine completely free. Barely any effort. To a few longer held poses now. Come down to sitting. Straighten your right leg out in front. And bend the left out to the side, sole of the foot on the inside of your right leg. And sit on something if you don't feel like you bend forwards easily at the hips. You're just going to bend over your right leg. You could bring some blocks in or a bolster to rest your head on if you like, so that your head might have something to support itself. Or you can just let your spine and your head relax forwards. And even use your hands to rest your head on. That might provide you with a little rest. Holding this a little longer now. Finding your edge. So that point where you're reaching a physical resistance. And when you meet that physical resistance, not to push through it, not to force with agitation or with muscular demand or mental demand, This is your yang energy. And the yang energy can be quite aggressive often. So just let that inner, like the egoic self, like pushing you, let that subside and soften. Moving compassionately. Feel your breath as your gentle guide. Learn how to listen carefully to your body. And as you listen, just gently respond. If the edge moves away, then go slowly and a bit deeper. If the edge is screaming at you, you know you've just pushed a bit too far back up. All these adjustments are small. Any refinements you make are gradual. So we're not looking for any major external movements. Actually, really, there's very little to see from the outside. It's all going on the inside. Again, an introverted practice where your awareness is key. A few moments longer there. I'm going to make our way up. Pause a moment. Taking the other leg in front, bending the other. Okay. Your two legs could have very different reactions to the forward bend. So go in knowing nothing and be ready to listen. Never to assume, and always just to be there with awareness. Each practice, a new journey. Each practice is like a new opportunity to connect with yourself and to be where you are in this moment. Not to remember how you were in the last time you did it. Then the easiest thing to be with is the feeling. So you might breathe to the feeling like a soothing balm in your breath, reaching that spot. And then again, the exhale, the organic release, the yin energy helps you soften, and maybe you drop a little deeper every now and then. few more moments. Making your way up. You can pause. And I'd like to offer 2 options for the next one. You're going to turn your bolster or your cushion behind so it's along the mat that way. It's going to lay back over it with a back bend. Straighten your right leg back out. And for the left leg, bring it into a bent position. So the knee is pointing down to the far end of the mat. If you can't bend your leg like this, then go into the butterfly position with your legs, and you can stay there for double the length of time. You don't need to change your legs, just keeping double butterfly as you go back. Otherwise, right leg straight. If you can, bend the left leg heel in. And then you take the bolster behind. So when you lay back, you can let your head come onto a block behind if you've got one, or you can just put your head all the way down to the floor. So see where you are, whether you need some support for your head or not. Arms can go wide or over behind. Make sure when you go over your bolster, it's not tipping you off to the side, so it's nice and level. Oh, not it. Do 3 minutes each side or 6 minutes if you're doing butterfly. Settle in. Make all your adjustments early on so that you feel okay. I can stay here now. Notice where you might be gripping. Is there any surface tension, yang, that you can relax? Use your first few breaths to force that and to release it. And the hands or the feet even, maybe your facial expression. And as that surface tension dissolves away, those first line defenses drop so the energy can circulate and penetrate a little deeper. The healing yin energy gets more into your deeper tissues, moving more through fascia, ligaments, tendons, the bones, even your internal organs, pressing the meridian line. Your breath is like this, the wind that charges the flow of the energy. So for the people who are in the bent knee, semi-kneeling position, half saddle, you're going to lift your head up with your hands and come up to sitting. If you're in the other position, stay where you are for now. And then once you're up, just lean to the side so you can free that leg easily and switch to the other side. Those people who are in the butterfly position, you might want to change it where you do the opposite thing with your legs. You actually put your feet wide on the mat and you rest your knees together. So you're in more like a tent position with your legs, or a knock-kneed position. That will bring more space to your lower back and it will change the flow of the energy. So you could play around with doing that, see how it feels. Knock-kneed or butterfly, your choice. Again, settle in, make your adjustment. Once you've done all that, release any surface tension. In a different type of space for your breath now, you're in a back bend. Rise and fall. Barely anything to see on the outside, but you know that there's this hive of activity on the inside where calm, balance, feeling energy flowing through you. The more you drop the resistance, the more you can drop into stillness. The more you let go, the better that can all flow. 2 more minutes. Feel the power in stillness. So much power in stillness, but we can become really disconnected from it. So it's great that you're here now, dedicating some time to stillness. Recalibrating from the activity, the busyness that life can charge within us, the yang, with the stillness. That which we can become easily disconnected from, we now reconnect. So we're all back. Take your hands behind your head and use your hands to help lift your head first, then your elbows down onto your bolster or cushion to help you come up the rest of the way. And then once you're up, lean to the side, release your leg and pause. Sit for a moment. Notice any sensations, heat, cool, tingly, more feeling on one side, less feeling on the other side, whatever it is you feel. Be enveloped by sensation. Excellent. And then taking the bolster out. Bring in the bolster so it's ready for the back of the knees, Shavasana. And when you come down onto your back, just pop your feet onto it. So we're just going to have the legs bent for a moment. Let your pelvis settle, let your spine settle. Give your knees a little squeeze towards your chest. Just a gentle, you might even pulse it in and out using your hands to squeeze in and release, squeeze in and release. You release the legs next, let them come over the bolster. It's just supporting the back of the knees, back of the thighs. Your heels touch the floor, the back of your hands touch the floor, and get warm enough so you can properly relax without feeling uncomfortable. As you relax your body, invite your mind, your body be the teacher. So as you relax your whole body and you feel the ease at which you can now let go in your body, let your mind see how easy that was. Invite it here to lay in Shavasana in the light of your awareness. Non-judgmental surrender. Each time we practice this, we get closer and closer to the off switch. Our off switch can be really deeply set within us. The more we concentrate our energy on becoming still for longer periods of time, the more practice we get at accessing that off switch. What does peace and ease feel like? However you imagine it to feel, let that shower upon you. Peaceful energy, waves of ease within you as you receive it. If you've got longer, take longer. If you haven't got longer and you're ready to come out, feet back up onto your cushion, bolster. Push it away so you can turn onto your side and pause. And as you come to sitting, bring your palms together feel the invisible wavelengths of consciousness connecting us all, like beams of light that connect us from one heart to the next. So when you bow namaste, it means the light in my heart, the good in my heart bows to yours. So no matter where you're practicing, how far apart you are, what time zone you're in, the bow of namaste connects us. Back to you all. Namaste.